Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, how about joining me for some homemaking motivation from my mobile home located here in the mountains of Virginia. I spent some time in the kitchen baking my first ever pecan pie. Tim finishes the shiplap wall in our master bedroom, and then later I make creamy apples and chicken for dinner. It's going to be a full day of mobile home living, so if you're interested, then I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are you all doing today? I sure hope you're feeling happy, healthy, and blessed on this cold winter's day. As you saw, it's a wintry wonderland here in our little corner of the Blue Ridge Mountains. We got about 5 inches of snow, which made the boys very happy because they got a snow day off from school. Who doesn't love a good old snow day, am I right? Although the snow did put a little damper on mine and Tim's plans for the day. We just celebrated our 26th wedding anniversary, and we had reservations at the Omni Homestead for a prime rib and seafood buffet dinner, but we had to cancel due to the snow. We ended up having Chinese takeout instead. Oh well, we'll make up for it on another day, I guess. Well y'all, since we're stuck inside for the day, I decided to bake my first ever pecan pie. I meant to bake this pie for Thanksgiving, but I never got a chance, so today's the day. Well, y'all, I almost ruined the pie before even getting it in the oven. I probably could have made 2 pies with the amount of pie filling that the pie recipe made. I almost overfilled the pie crust. It's filled to the brim. Oh well, let's bake it and see what happens. It's been 45 minutes, y'all, so let's pull it out of the oven and see how it turned out. Well, it overflowed a bit, but it looks pretty good. We're going to let it cool down and we'll save it for dessert later tonight. Alright y'all, let's check in with Tim. He's installing the last of the shiplap boards and then the bedroom walls will be finished. I'm in love with the shiplap. It looks beautiful. All that's left to finish the bedroom will be to frame out the windows and hang the bedroom doors. Oh, and I think we're going to paint the bedroom floor as well. It looks like we're going to meet our goal of being moved back into our bedroom before Christmas. Well, y'all, it's much later in the day, which means it's time to get dinner started. Tonight we're having creamy apples and chicken with rice and carrots. I found the recipe for chicken and apples on theseasonedmom.com, and it sounded easy to make and delicious to eat. To get started, I'm going to slice up some Honeycrisp apples and 2 yellow onions. All right, well, let's make dinner. I sure hope that all of those who celebrate Thanksgiving had a wonderful holiday. We had a nice trip down to North Carolina to visit family. Tim deep-fried 2 turkeys for us, and they were so delicious. I made several of our favorite sides, such as green bean casserole, corn casserole, stuffing, and deviled eggs. We had a quiet holiday at our Airbnb, but then on Saturday we went out for seafood with family. It was a nice visit, but I was ready to get back home and get back to renovating our bedroom. I'm so excited, y'all. It won't be long now before we're moving out of the living room and back into our newly renovated bedroom, and I can't wait. I'm preparing the chicken for the creamy apples and chicken recipe that I'm making. The recipe calls for chicken cutlets, so that's why I cut the chicken in half. Next, I'll season the chicken with salt and pepper. All right, well, let's finish preparing the chicken. I'm going to be browning the chicken cutlets in butter and oil. I'll be dredging the chicken in seasoned flour first. The flour will allow the creamy sauce to stick to the cutlets, and it will also help thicken up the sauce later when I add the chicken broth and cream. I'll cook the cutlets for 4 to 5 minutes per side until they are browned and cooked through. Alright, well, let's cook the chicken. The chicken's looking good so far, y'all. The first batch is ready. I have 2 batches still to cook, though. I have some carrots boiling on the stove, and I've made some white rice to go with our dinner. After the chicken is finished cooking, I'll then cook the onions and apples and make the creamy sauce. It sounds like it's going to be a delicious dinner, and I can't wait for it to be ready so we can eat. I don't know which I'm more excited for, dinner or the pecan pie. Alright, y'all, it's time to cook the apples and onions. I'll saute the apples and onions until they have turned tender, and then I'll add some minced garlic and rosemary to the pan. Next, I'll make the creamy sauce by adding chicken broth and heavy cream. After that, I'll add the cooked chicken back to the pan and garnish with rosemary sprigs. Well, y'all, it's time to pull this dinner together. It's getting late and my crowd is getting hungry. Dinner is pretty much ready, y'all. I just need to move it over to the table and then we'll be ready to eat. Dinner's ready, y'all, and man am I ready to eat. After we have dinner, it'll be time to dig into the pecan pie. Well, y'all, it's time for pie. And can I tell y'all, it was absolutely the best pecan pie I've ever eaten, even though some of the filling did overflow out of the pie. It was so delicious. Well, y'all, I guess that's about it for another video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We had a delicious dinner and Tim finished the shiplap wall, and we topped it all off with my first ever pecan pie. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you have a great week, and I can't wait to talk to you again real soon. Bye, y'all.